Okay, so this was my second visit to Arathusa. Back in 19, I visited with a couple of friends, and of course it was amazing. And when I left there, I promised that I would bring my daughter back because I felt this was something that she really needed to see and to share that with her. So here we were, 2023, exactly the same time of year as well, August. The sighting, wow. That was probably one of the most powerful things I've seen in nature.
So this particular lion and hyena sighting we came across on our third morning at Arathusa, and we had 4 nights booked in there. We'd been to this kill before. It was a bull hippo who had been killed fighting another bull hippo, a territorial kill. And a couple of the black dam male lions had been feeding on it for a few days, I believe. We'd visited them and that kill 2 or 3 times before at different stages. And as we kept going, the carcass kept getting less and less remains on it. And we did see the hyenas waiting around this sighting for like during the evenings when we'd, pass by again on our afternoon game drives, and they were waiting and hoping that they would get, they'd be able to scavenge a bit of something off this carcass. So the morning when all this unfolded, we had been out, straight away we set out on our drive, and we were tracking a pride of lions, probably 15 to 20 kilometres away, our guide Dabir said. And you have to be very patient because we were tracking them for probably an hour and a half, and had been informed that they were quite mobile. They were on the run. So we're driving around trying to find them. Finally, we spotted them and they were running. Our guide Dabir said they were running towards the kill because they could hear other animals feeding and they could smell the kill. So we found them. Our guide Dabir said, "Don't worry, we'll go to the kill because that's where they're headed, I guarantee it." And surely enough, we turn up at the kill, we position ourselves, and then within a few minutes, they turned up, and we were really excited to see this conflict between the black dam males who were already at the kill feeding on the hippo and the S8 lions that we had been tracking and that were coming in. So we were expecting a big kind of lion pride confrontation, and we thought that was going to be the spectacle of this sighting. So they all ran out to, we were just next to an airstrip. They ran out into the open and we followed them, and they were roaring and claiming territory, and all the other lions were running away. In the meantime, the hyenas ran in from the outskirts to the kill and started really quickly scavenging and feeding what they could. So we drove back in to position ourselves there, and we were watching the hyenas feed, and the vultures were flying down and they were scavenging until I believe the S8 male or black dam, I'm not 100% sure, but the male lion approached the kill, saw the hyenas, and then that's when he charged for all of the hyenas and caught that one, and where that incredible sighting unfolded. So the sighting was quite distressing at the time. So yeah, I'd say the sounds were quite distressing, and after we were all very shaken up. Most of us were in tears, just like, not that we were on either the lion side or the hyena side, just purely to witness something like that was really powerful. Afterwards, we were quite shaken up, and even our guide Dabir and tracker Ishmael, they were like, "Oh, my heart's still going," and their hands were shaking, and they're like, "I can't believe we witnessed that. That was so amazing." Because I'm sure it happens all the time, but it's rare to see, so we were told.
It was an amazing, I don't know how I could describe it otherwise. I don't think I've had that feeling before, because I've never been in a situation intense from a natural perspective before. So amazing, absolutely. Because ordinarily we tend to bring animals into our world and look at them in a zoo or a farm or whatever, or as pets. When you're in Africa, and I'm sure other parts of the world, it becomes something completely different and very humbling to enter their world. And the insignificance of us is quite startling, because we feel like that we're always in charge, but on this occasion we're certainly not, and we're just there witnessing something that is essential to these animals. So the power of what actually happened was on top of even that feeling. So you can see the strength of the animals, and the way they're interacting is quite extraordinary.